All right, I'm assuming that you already have the server up and running on your local now. So the next major step is to create the subscription plans in your billing provider. I'm using the Dodo Payments for this demo. I have already created 3 plans here. Now, since there is no direct sync between Dodo Payments and our SaaS yet, we have to key in these plans into our service. For that, if you open the Postman collection that I provided, you would see a section called Dodo Payments. It has the APIs for creating the plans here, right? So, in order to do this, if you see, it needs you to be a super admin, which you are, right? Since you are the SaaS owner. So, we already created the super admin user in one of the previous sections, right? So, assuming that you already have the username and password, there is a there is a script that I have checked in called get JWT token because that's what we need in order to run these APIs. So you just key in the username, password, or the email and password and run this script. I'm going to do this offline right now and punch in the JWT token there. All right, I have fed in the right JWT token here and I have copied the product ID, external product ID from Dodo Payments page. Let's go and create it. Right, so this is our plan. Right now, you should see there are no entitlements. Let's create all the 3 plans first. Sorry, I think I have to say export. All right, so now the 3 plans are created. Now let's try to add entitlements. So in every SaaS, you would know the difference between the plans is what you are entitled to based on the plan that you purchased, right? So we are going to create just one entitlement here. It's called max users. So in each of these plans, there is a limit on how many users you can invite to your tenant. That's what the differentiation is going to be. So for basic plan, it's going to be a limit of 1. For intermediate, I'm going to keep it 2 as, and then for expert, it's going to be 3. So we need the plan ID. This is the plan ID that our system created, right? So if you quickly go and check your uh, tables, the plan tables, you will have all the 3 plans created over there. So this is the ID that you are going to refer to. All right. So let me copy the plan ID from here, create it, create the entitlement. Right. I'm going to do this for the rest of the things and then we'll see what to do next. Okay. I have added the entitlements to all the plans. So now the next step is to list all the plans. So this, if you see, it's a public API, doesn't require any authentication. It's just reading the plans that are provided by the SaaS. So this is what you would show in your UI, right? Just even before anybody signs up, they go to the landing page and see the pricing plans. You can use this to showcase the different plans that you have. I'll also quickly walk you through a little bit of the code in this case because this is a special scenario. So the 3 plans that we created are in the database, and each of them has just one entitlement at this moment. But generally, every plan can have multiple entitlements, and it need not be that the same entitlement is available for every plan, right? So the way you would have to do in your code is if you see this, right? Invite user is the one that where we are putting this check. So there is something called check entitlement. This is a dependency we have added in the code. You can go through and read this code on your own time. But if you see, it goes and checks the plan that the tenant is associated with, and if that entitlement is eligible, if the user or the tenant is eligible for that entitlement or not. If they have not paid for the intermediate plan, they will not be able to invite more than one user. Basically, those are the checks. So if you see here, the code looks for that entitlement called max users. So if you are going to add more and more entitlements, then you need to make sure that you are updating the entitlement checker based on your requirements or your SAS's requirements. This is just a template, right? So you need to go and extend it based on your requirements.